Welcome to Theater School Rejects Podcast 73 or so. Some number between 70 and 80. I think it'd be fun to just scramble them around like fish or chess. Just record 10 episodes, and then place them in any random order as 71 through 80.
You figured out the continuity.
Do you know what fish or chess is?
No, I don't.
Alright, we're getting geekified here. 28 seconds into podcast, we're discussing chess variants. So, it's called Fisher chess because, apocryphally or not, supposedly Bobby Fischer said that all the opening theory has drained the life out of chess.
Okay.
And so in order to force people to think creatively, is that all the back row pieces are randomly assigned a spot. Through some computer generation algorithm. You would just hit a button and it would say queen where the rook is and bishop where the knight goes.
Right.
And then opening theory is completely fucked.
Interesting.
And I think it has to be parallel so both people have the same advantages and disadvantages. I don't think it's a separate algorithm for black or for white.
Yeah, I guess one guy could have a really killer back row and the other one has a really crappy one.
Yeah, exactly. That's called Fisher chess. And I think I've played it once or twice maybe. It's not something I ever really enjoyed. There's another variant called. Do you play chess?
I know the rules.
Okay, so then no.
Yeah. I have beaten people who say they're good at chess.
Well, then you probably know more than the rules.
No, I think people just sometimes say they're better at chess than they are.
That's true too. I find people lie about weird things. There's something I want to talk about, in one of my sets, about people lying about things that I don't understand when they lie about it.
Right.
And that's, in this case, it's not that I don't understand. It's that the lie is better than the truth. So a buddy of mine, I was at communication station Kodiak when I was all of 19, living the fucking life, the Coast Guard life, and the ratio was 10 guys for every girl. And this dude, who was also about 18 or 19, maybe a little younger than me, by months,
right,
would go out to whatever passed for dance clubs out there, and he would pretend to have my job. He was a senior apprentice, but he would say, "Oh, I'm a radio man. I got top secret clearance. We deal with all the fucking secret government stuff that you don't know about." And I was a radio man with a top secret clearance. He was literally bragging about the things I had when he didn't have them.
Right.
And it worked. He had 2 girlfriends at the time I was there, and I had 0. And I'm like, how is you lying about what I have working for you?
Better than what you were actually doing.
Yeah, right? So I was very frustrated by that. But I mean, I guess in time that idea, people lie about things. That I don't see the value in it because I had it wasn't working for me. But somehow he's like, I can pretend to do that and it will work.
I was able to use those tools better, I guess.
Which I guess was eventually encapsulated in the How I Met Your Mother episode where Barney pretends to be an architect to pick up chicks. But this happened 25 years before that.
I guess lying about what you do is how that works, though. I don't know. I've never had a job sexy enough for a chick to be like, "Ooh, really?"
Well, but you can lie about it.
I guess.
I don't see the value, but I don't see the value in pretending. I don't. Well,
I realize you ever watch Futurama?
I know the episodes. I've seen 1 or 2, maybe 3. I know the concept.
There's a running gag in Futurama about Leela's ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
I realize that I'm Leela's ex-boyfriend. He's a saxophone playing playwright. He's kind of a loser. Holy shit.
You found your calling.
I never got a Leela girlfriend. That's fucked up.
You never did?
No.
Oh, come on.
I've got some cool girlfriends, but I never got a Leela.
Well, I mean, she's got one eye and she's an alien. Yeah. But I mean, you've had hot girlfriends, though, right?
I've had attractive girlfriends, yes.
Is there a semantic difference between hot and attractive?
I guess.
I mean, are you drawing one? I guess I'm asking. Are you drawing a particular line in that
I was never dating like a Mary Jane Watson. Like, but
so you're saying like you rated like an 8, maybe 8.5, but not quite the 9 or 10. If we were gonna quantify something.
I guess.
But even then, like there's also like hot and attractive. Like it's not gonna be attractive, but like hot is like kind of radiating it. Like
Right.
you have an attractive girl, but then she like puts on a bikini and goes to a club and she's hot.
Right.
I'm not sure bikini is the right word, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you can take steps to broadcast, hey, you might not have noticed this, but I'm hot.
I did have one girlfriend who had a lot of dudes who thought they were in the friend zone.
Wait, they thought they were, or they were in the friend zone?
Well, I don't necessarily support the idea of the friend zone as a punishment or anything like that. But I just remember there was this one dude who was super angry I was dating her.
I can see that. I believe in the friend zone. That's like, for me, that's like saying, I believe in my apartment. I believe in California.
I don't think of it as a punishment, though. I think it's, you like who you like. If you like a chick and she doesn't hate you but doesn't want to fuck you, it's not a punishment. It's just, all right, I'm a decent person. I'm just not what she wants.
Well, that's a very enlightened attitude, but to parse that out, like
Sure.
there are girls who actively keep you in the friend zone. They're like, hey, I'm gonna pay them just enough attention where it's convenient to have in my life, but not like, and you, because like,
Isn't that like a friend though? Like,
well, sure. Well,
what's wrong with being someone's friend?
Well, because if they're not being your friend, they're allowing you to be their friend.
Well, if they're a shallow person, then I don't know if that's manipulative. They're just kind of a shallow.
But it can
person.
be. Like, you can do it on purpose. Some girls might do it on accident, but it doesn't mean there's no one doing it on purpose either.
So you're proposing a situation where she knows that you're attracted to her.
Oh, yeah.
And is using that.
Yes.
I don't think
I'm not saying she was. I'm saying this is a hypothetical situation that is likely to have arisen many times.
Yeah.
I don't think you could say like, oh, I rate that a 0.001 probability that some girl who's attractive is manipulating some of the guys around her.
I just don't. I don't know that my Fruity Pebbles are worth it to steal.
No, not you. But you did mention like you got friends who like wind you up and how you perform. Like, don't you think that if that person was an attractive girl, you wouldn't call that being a friend zone?
No, I don't. No, like I've been attracted to chicks who just weren't attracted to me back, and you just either deal with it and move on and whatever.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, like the thing is, you should have a conversation. Hey, I'm attracted to you, and she's like, because a lot of times it's someone who's like waiting their turn to ask them out, and they wait like 6 months and like, well, I was friend zoned. Well, did you ask her out?
Right.
Did you say, hey, I really like you? And did you also say, I feel kind of, you don't treat me fairly and I stick around because I'm attracted to you? Like, if you haven't communicated any of that to the person, that's on you. That's your fuck up.
Yeah.
But, so I'm saying, like, there's a range of behavior that can be called friend zone, but where the other person is actively involved. Again, to reference How I Met Your Mother, they call it On the Hook episode, where, like, various characters are actively fucking with people and keeping them on the hook as a reserve in case something goes wrong.
I guess I'm not really good at keeping up hope, so if someone's not into me, they're just not into me. They're not gonna be into me. I'm not gonna fucking win them over.
Well, no, which is why, like, I often am somewhat belligerent and asshole-ish, and I'm like, I don't want anyone to be my friend. I'm like, I want a girl to be around because she's so fucking attracted to me, she can't help herself. Yeah. Like, she's like, this guy's a fucking dickhole, but I'm gonna stick with him because he's got some quality or other.
Yeah, I don't think attracted is what I got on for offer.
No, but you got qualities that someone might find attractive. They might like, oh man, like that brain, or they play that sweet, sweet saxophone.
Not a single chick I've dated is like the saxophone playing. It's never worked for me.
Well, maybe like you're not doing it right.
I don't know. I play pretty voo-voo-voo-y.
No, but I mean, like, you gotta be in the right environment, like a smoky club with like dark sunglasses.
What it used to happen, and this I thought was going to set me up for life, when I used to play like, and this is why I don't do this anymore, I was terrible at it. I used to play like little cafes and shit for like nothing or sandwiches or $50. And we would get fans. And I was like 20 years old. We would get fans. We would feel like really excited about it. I mean, I would get hit on by like 40-year-old women all the time. I'm like, that's just weird. But I thought, well, when I'm 40, I'm going to really appreciate this shit.
Oh, dude, how old were you?
I was 19.
But like, they can be hot 40-year-olds. Were these hot cougars, or were they like?
There's fucking older women.
Well, I mean, like, there's a range of older women. Like I say that. Like, I often say there's a range, but there usually is a range. There's a range of like super hot cougars, and there's a range of like, balloons.
I don't know. I wasn't really into the idea of dating someone my mom's age.
Oh man. See, that's a narrow attitude. That's shallow right there.
I don't know. I just have anything.
You could have had the best sex of your life. You know how many hot 40-year-olds I know?
Well, my brother did that a little bit. He dated older women. They were all fucking train wrecks.
Well, okay, but they got the money, so they've got like brand new breasts. I mean, they're 40 years old, but their breasts are 5 years old, and their freaking like face is 6, and it's got poison in it. And nothing's more attractive than a poison face.
I don't know. You're like Generation X. Do you really want to date a baby boomer?
Well, not now.
I didn't want to date him then.
Well, I would. You know what I would give to date a 40-year-old now? I'm 45, man.
Yeah, see, I should be swimming in it now. It should be great. Like,
No,
it's
but
age
dating
appropriate.
a girl 5 years younger, that's the dream.
But now
I'm like, the only thing I have is like a 50-year-old with a crush on me, and she might be 55. I don't know.
Now I told you that a 40-year-old is age appropriate. The 40-year-olds aren't into me playing anymore. They all crack the fuck by.
They want to know what's your bank account,
Yeah.
what's your IRA, what's your mortgage.
I don't understand. I was just as broke then as I am now. I don't know why.
Because being 20 and broke is sexy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Being
Being 40 and broke is sort of sad.
Yeah, exactly. You're allowed to be starting off rough. You're an artist. You're gonna be somebody.
Nope.
I showed you. Oh, come on. You were the playwright in residence at a community college.
Community college.
You peaked early.
But didn't have a residency program when I got there and didn't when I left.
You're it. No one before, no one after. All right. Well, we have not delved near deep into geek culture. Anything like that has been on, like, anything you've explored or found or remembered?
The reason why I'm so tired right now is
I think everyone.
I had to come up with a bunch of the 5 ways this whole snap thing will be undone for.
Oh.
Did she not read the weather report? Is that what the fuck was that?
What?
Like in the smallest dress, it's fucking cold as shit.
Oh no, girls have that power. They have the power to like to leave their jacket in the car and freeze for an hour in order to be super sexy.
Jesus Christ. It's like grips. You wear cargo shorts no matter how cold it is.
Well, like, I don't know. When I was younger, I wore shorts every day. I was in New Jersey where we actually had snow and ice and sleet. But for my senior year, I wore shorts every single day.
I have a disproportionately short legs for my body, and so I look weird in shorts. But
No, I would not do that now. And it wasn't a good look then. I had a girl say to me, she's like, "Do you like think your legs are super attractive? Because they're not." Okay, because
It was great when they volunteered that information.
Well, I was
for
in
you.
school full of Jewish American princesses, Japs, so we called them. So like, they were not shy about. And this brought great shame to my mother. Like if seppuku was a cultural thing for like Japs and Jewish American mothers, she would have had to X herself.
Yeah, I haven't run into that many forthcoming women since high school days.
Yeah, no, it doesn't happen after high school.
In high school, man, that would fuck with your head. There's fucking volunteered information about your looks constantly. I wasn't asking, man.
Well, I wasn't under any delusions I was attractive in high school. I knew what I was.
No, I wasn't either. I was like a little homely ass dude, and they turn around and go like, you're ugly. I'm like, I didn't fucking ask you.
Wasn't like I was asking you out.
God damn it.
I walked by.
I was leaving you the fuck alone, man. That's what we want, right? That's the bargain. I leave you the fuck alone. You don't tell me how ugly I am. It seems like an easy trade. What the hell happened?
No, they don't understand the bargain.
Like now I'm an old scary looking dude, and they just fucking cross the street when I walk by. It's cool.
How great is that? That's what you want, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I had a little hallway encounter that I've been telling people about, so I'm gonna bring that in, and then we'll end this podcast.
All right.
So if you want to hear my hallway encounter, stop listening now. That's a spoiler alert for our fours of listeners. All right, but like, so in the context of if this had gone a different way, I would have been ashamed of myself.
Right.
So I feel that it went one way and I can be proud of myself, even though it was a small victory, because, again, if I'm going to punish myself for going the other way, why not?
Right.
Anyway, look, I got a problem with people wearing fucking the MAGA hats. I got a problem with Trump supporters anyway, but I don't necessarily know who the fuck is a Trump supporter and who isn't.
Right.
But you wear that fucking hat, right? That's like saying, hey, I'm a fucking racist.
Right. There's a certain... I get like, oh, you shouldn't judge. I'm like, nah, you know what? You signed off on a lot of shit by putting that hat on. Like,
Who says you shouldn't judge? Fuck that. It's not a
Right.
fucking like thing you can't change. It's not like race or gender.
Exactly.
It's that's the whole thing. Is like you are making a statement to be judged upon.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So this guy's got a red hat, and I'm looking to try and figure out if it's a MAGA hat or something. Because like there's also
Right.
like the same color red as like the Angels hat. You know.
Okay.
Right. So, and I'm in my fucking gray suit with a bright orange fucking clip-on tie, because that's what I wear to fucking court, and I got my fucking bald head mostly shaved,
Right.
with my fucking thick Coke bottle glasses, and this guy fucking could have been in any trailer park of your choice, about 30 tall, relatively skinny, with a fucking fucked up facial hair goatee,
What are you
and
gonna say?
not like yours, man. Like the little fucking tiny little mustache and the fucking tiny little goatee.
yeah.
The fucking Trump supporter look, the trailer park
Yeah.
look.
The Clyde goatee.
And he sees me, he goes, what are you looking at? Like all fucking tough, like spits it out, puffs his chest out. And I fucking turn around and I pass him, I'm like, I'm looking at you, asshole. And he just keeps walking. And like my adrenaline just spiked and then it fell. And I fucking and it was on instinct. But this instinct is something I've cultivated. I've cultivated an aggressive personality to respond to shit like that. To not like, oh fuck, are you talking to me? And I didn't mean anything. No, I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at you, asshole. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? Although all I said was the first part.
Right.
And he just fucking kept on going. And I love it.
I did. It's not as dramatic because it was in junior high, or yeah, like 6th, 7th grade or whatever. And had a kid who was trying out bullying.
He's giving it a shot.
Giving it a
Experimenting,
whirl.
yeah.
He really wasn't sure how to go about it, I think. And he tried to pin me against the wall. And he goes, I don't know what the setup was, but he goes, you know who you're dealing with? And I just started laughing my ass off because I watch A-Team. And I started laughing. I'm like, come on, man. I've never gotten out of bullying by just laughing at the dude.
Well, I'll tell one more story. This is not me.
Right.
So my buddy Brian Sutau, who's on Facebook, I don't know if you guys ever cross post or anything, but he's a really funny guy, and he swears that some dude pulled a knife on him in like Asbury Park and said, "Give me your wallet." And he swears he said to him, "Look, I'll give you my money, but do you know how fucking long it takes to get a license plate at the DMV? You're not getting my wallet." And according to him, the guy said, "Okay," he just took his money.
Yeah, it's fair.
I'll let you take everything I have, but I am not standing in the DMV over this.
I was walking with a former roommate once, and these kids, I guess we're gonna again. I don't know why people try shit out with me. They're gonna try out mugging, and they jumped out of this bush to intercept us, but they had not gauged distance and size, so they jumped out of the bush, and my roommate had a good 5 inches on him, and I had a couple inches on him, and we had maybe 200 pounds on him, and so they just started awkwardly kind of going through their pattern without directly going like, "Oh, we're mugging you," and so my roommate gave him some gum, and we walked back home. I had $600 in cash in my back pocket. Like, you shouldn't think it through, guys. Bring a tool, I guess, next time. Don't rely on intimidation when the guys you're going to intimidate are so much bigger than you. And neither of us, if they had pressed it, we were both wimps. We were both total wimps. If they had tried to fight, we would have lost that fight. We were just bigger.
for just being bigger, when I was like 19, we went to see, I guess, Goldfinger, the ska band, and it was me and it was still in the Coast Guard at this point, and 2 other Coast Guard guys. And one of them was this fucking like Oklahoma kid, just built like a brick fucking shit house. And then there was me, and then there was like this other dude. And I was probably like 21, it was like my last year in the Coast Guard.
Right.
And we went, and we're just having a good time, mosh pit, whatever. And then these fucking skinheads come in, and they fucking start getting super aggressive. And so like he gets involved, and we get involved, and we just start bouncing the fuck out of these guys. Because they're like 17 or 18, and they're fucking like emaciated. They're totally like fucking punkers. And we're like well-fed fucking soldiers and sailors. And just each one's about half our size, and like 1/3 the size of our fucking tree trunk dude.
Nice.
And they just fucking leave the dance floor pretty quickly.
The first mosh pit I was ever in, the way it started was fucking hilarious. Because we were at like a ska show or something, so it's really hard to start a mosh pit. It's not really mosh. Like you can skank, but they were playing kind of a harder song, so that the group started to do that little, and we're all pressed together.
Right.
We're all starting to do that little sway in the circle thing.
Yeah.
And I was with a punk rocker from the record store and another little kid from the record store. I mean, he's the same age as us, but he was so tiny. And this dude started moving across the grain, and my punk rocker friend tracked him the entire time. And as soon as he was aligned with us, he grabbed the little guy and just chucked him at it. And then it just boom, like a fucking weather storm. And a mosh pit formed. I was like, yeah, that's how it does it. Oh yeah. All right.
Instant mosh pit. Just toss your tiny friend.
Yeah.
And on that inspirational note, we dragged this episode of Somewhere Between 73 and 80 to a close.